Hi, we just finished meeting for pronunciation practice on Monday, November 22nd. And we had some very interesting consonant combinations. So, this was good for me for writing my book to give me some more ideas of which words come up like this. Spasms. These look like S's. The first one is an S, but the second ones are Z, second and third. Spasms. Dizziness. Dizziness. Severity. Severity. And the severe adjective, severe, requested, or it could be requested, but the re is not stressed, so it's likely to change to r or ri. Requested. The QU in the beginning and middle of words is almost always a KW, qua. So remember to round your lips. Requested. Injuries. Injuries. And the difference between keys and kids. Number 8, keys. The vowel is E, so your tongue is very high in the E position. Keys. And there's no stopping of the airflow because everything, well, the K stops the air, but then the E's has constant airflow. But kids, the tongue needs to be a little lower for the I vowel. I. Eat, it. Kids. My tongue goes up for the D to stop the air. Kids. And then releases it. So it's a very tiny stop of air. Kids. Kids. The same thing would happen if it was a T. Kits. This you can say two ways. You can say with 2 syllables, poem, or 1 syllable, poem. But poet is always 2 syllables. Poet. I'm a poet and didn't know it. Swollen. Swollen. But the swelling, the noun, the swelling went down. My lip is swollen is an adjective. My lip swelled up yesterday, the past tense. Pedestrian, pedestrian. Corner, so RR, corner. The corner store, the store on the corner. Lots of good R practice. Rounder. So for ow, you have to open a lot. Ow, rounder. Changed. So if you see the way that it could be spelled, representing only the sounds, chain, this ng combination is not the ing, like in the back of the mouth, like ring and sing. This is an N in the front, chain, and then a J and a D. Changed. Changed. You won't hear the D at the end unless there's a vowel after it, like change Doyle. I put it over here. I spelled it AI to make you think of chain. Change Doyle. Change Doyle. Change Doyle. But otherwise, if I say this one, change. If I say this one, change. That's it. That's really not much difference. Seattle. Seattle. Tacoma. Tacoma. Another NJD combination, ranged. Ranged. I'm making a D on purpose, but if I wasn't being careful, I would say ranged. We usually have this followed by from, like the ages ranged from 6 to 10. Ranged from. Ranged from. Shaved with a V and a D. So you have to make the V first. Shaved. And then put your tongue up to stop the airflow with a D. Shaved. And you wouldn't hear the D usually unless there's a vowel after it. Shave dice. Waved. We waved goodbye. Stretched. This ED sounds like a T because the CH is the last sound in the word before you put the ED on. So stretch is voiceless. So it'll look like ED, but it'll sound like a T. Stretched. Watched. Same situation. Watched. Dirty. Dirty. Thirsty. This T changes to a D. because it's followed by it's following a voiced sound R. Der. So your voice is on, so it stays on, so it changes to a D. Dirty. This T is after a voiceless sound, thirst. So it stays off and it stays a T. Thirsty. The word Thursday, the S looks like an S, but it sounds like a Z. Thursday. And then it's a Z because it's after an R. I'm getting my followed and following and completely backwards. Thursday. This SION is a Z version. So it's, if you know the IPA symbols, this one Z is the same as sh, but with voicing. So if you aren't sure of the position for Z, make sh, and then turn on your voicing, and you have it. Z. And version. You need a lot of airflow and you don't stop it until the end. Well, you don't stop it for the end because it comes out the nose. What's wrong with me today? Version. I can keep making an N too. Version. But this one, you stop the airflow with the J. Virgin. So virgin. Gin. It's stopping and releasing it. Virgin. Taught. The vowel is ah, like hot. Taught. The same in thought, but with a th. Thought. I taught. I thought I taught on Thursday. Though. All this OUGH here is just O. Though. Even though. Caught. The same ah as thought and taught. Caught. I caught a cold would be too perfect. The T changes to a D. I caught a cold. I caught a cold. Let me. We never take the time to make the T, so it's let me. So if you're not making the T anyway, you don't hear it, it's going to sound like let me. Let me. Let me know. Cat. This is the just an example of the vowel, and words that rhyme have the same vowel sound. They can have different consonants. They can be spelled completely different. It's only important what the vowel is. The fat black cat sat on the mat is just ah. Cow. How now, brown cow? This word can be spelled the same but pronounced two different ways. First one is root, ooh, root, and the second one is ow, route. What route should we take? What's the best route? Same, same meaning. If it's the state, maybe I should put that here. It's pronounced Arkansas, Arkansas. If the river is inside Kansas, which it goes through different states, but if it's inside the state of Kansas, it's called the Arkansas River. Um, I'll have to put that in there. Um, well, it's not going to, I need more room. Only when it's within the state of Kansas. And the state Kansas is Kansas. Kansas. And Albuquerque, I should put this as a city. Albuquerque. And listen. I'm not going to release the D unless there's a vowel after it. Um, listened all night. Listened. Listened. No T. Listen. That's it. I hope it wasn't too confusing. Thank you if you were here tonight. And if not, I hope you can join us another time. Mondays at 6, Tuesdays at noon Eastern Time for pronunciation, and Wednesdays at 6 for intonation. Thanks.